Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be reviewing a few new items from Little Caesars. So first, what I want to start off with is the pepperoni bread. The pepperoni bread originally was a secret menu item. People were ordering the regular cheese bread with pepperoni, just kind of making their own thing. But now it's an official side. It's 10 pieces of freshly baked bread, covered in cheese, pepperoni, and then sprinkled with some Parmesan cheese. This, honestly, was the best thing that we had out of the two items. It was really good. Obviously, there's no sauce on it because it's cheese bread, but we did get some of the crazy sauce, which I think was an extra 70 cents or so, but you get a real big container of it. You only need maybe one or two. And with the sauce, it was really good. The cheese was really flavorful. The fact that it was crispy around all the edges was really nice. It just had a really good texture to it. The pepperonis you could taste. So that was very good. So here at Food Adventures, we're actually going to rate this a 7.5 out of 10. We just thought it was really good. It's not the best thing that we've ever had, but then again, it's also $5. So you're looking at price point versus quality, and for the price point, it's not bad. Now let's take a look at the Quattro Pizza. The Quattro Pizza is a round pizza with 4 individual sections in the pizza. So each section has 2 slices, which makes it perfect for trying with 2 people. The flavors are pepperoni, cheese, Italian sausage and pepperoni, and Italian sausage and bruschetta. It's all sprinkled with some garlic seasoning on top. So let's just try to break this down the best I can. Oh boy, Little Caesars. Boy, did you try, and you failed. This pizza seemed like such a great idea. I mean, how could you go wrong with half of the pizza's cheese and pepperoni? You can't go wrong with that. Except for you did go wrong with it. I don't know if it's the fact that it's pre-made or if this one is freshly made. The hot and readies, which are $5, like classic pepperoni, classic cheese, which I think come frozen and then they just pop them in really quick so they don't have to freshly make them. Those were better than what this pizza was. So a previously frozen pizza was better than a freshly made pizza. So let's start off with the pepperoni section. It had 0 flavor, and I mean 0 flavor. All I could taste was bread. Couldn't taste the cheese. The pepperoni flavor was non-existent. I can't even understand how there was no flavor. This is the second item in my life where I've tasted no flavor. Like, I can't even describe what it feels like to taste something that has no flavor. It's very off-putting. So that was a disaster. Just plain pepperoni. So once we tasted plain pepperoni, we knew we were in for a ride. Next, we tried the cheese. The cheese was better. I don't know if it's the mix of cheese. Like, maybe they put a different blend on that section, but you can tell that the cheese is a little bit different on every section. But the cheese was just all right. It was definitely the better of the two, pepperoni versus cheese, which for me, I always pick pepperoni over cheese. So overall, I would say it's just okay. Next, we tried the Italian sausage and pepperoni, which to us was the best section out of the entire pizza. The spiciness of the sausage kind of helped to push the pepperoni flavor, and it actually made it the most tolerable to eat out of the 4 sections. It actually had some flavor to it, so it was a nice break to actually have something with a little bit of flavor. And lastly, we had the Italian sausage and bruschetta. Bruschetta is like a mozzarella with some tomatoes and basil on like bread, so then they tossed the sausage on top. The sausage was okay. However, it didn't mix with the flavor of the bruschetta, so the mozzarella, the basil, and the tomatoes, it didn't mix with it at all. The flavor of the tomatoes was so off-putting to us. And I'm not opposed to having tomatoes on pizza. They were so weird tasting that by the time we tasted it, we probably both had 1 bite each, and then we set it down because we couldn't finish it. We didn't want to finish it. It was the worst flavor on the entire pizza. And I have no idea why you would ever want that flavor on a pizza. It tasted undercooked. It tasted weird because of the tomatoes. Usually tomatoes bring like a light sweetness to things, and these tomatoes didn't taste like that at all. It just was so odd. So it really made us not want to even finish the pizza. That's how bad it was. So with that, we're going to be rating the Quattro Pizza from Little Caesars a 2 out of 10. I highly suggest that you stay away from this pizza. It seems like a really good idea, but I guarantee you it's not. You're better off going with the hot and readies for $5 each, as opposed to this thing. This thing was a disaster. And I don't know if it's just a bad pizza we got, or we had a person that made it wrong, or maybe the ingredients weren't so fresh, but it was absolutely terrible. And I really think it's a cool idea, but Little Caesars, you need to take that thing off the menu, rework it, and pick some new flavors, because that thing was awful. Alright everybody, so that was my review of the Pepperoni Bread and the Quattro Pizza from Little Caesars. If you'd like to see me try anything else, make sure you leave that in the comments down below. You like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.